He never knew the lady he cared for was carrying his child. What really happened? Come with me, guys. Let's find out together. Hey guys, today we bring you another banger that will keep you at the edge of your seat. But before we dive in, I'm sure you need something to cool down with. So why not grab a snack or a drink while you sit back and enjoy this amazing masterpiece? And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more captivating movies from us. The story kicks off with two young ladies, Bella and Annie. Bella is lying on the bed, working on her laptop, while her friend Annie is busy getting dressed. Annie insists that they both go clubbing, but Bella refuses, so Annie teases her playfully. Meanwhile, that same day, we meet a young man named David. He's sitting in the living room working on his laptop when his girlfriend walks in, all dressed up. She's upset with him because they haven't gone clubbing in 3 weeks. David explains that he's always busy with work, but his girlfriend just wants to party. Frustrated, she ignores his excuses, and David ends up calling his two friends, Jay and Nenson, to come party at his house. A few minutes later, they're all partying, dancing, and having fun. But David eventually returns to his work, leaving Jay and Nenson to continue the fun. The next night, Annie is dressing up to go to the club again. She asks Bella if she's coming, and this time, Bella agrees. While Bella is getting ready in the bathroom, Annie is shocked by what she's wearing and immediately tells her to change into something better for clubbing. Bella insists she's fine, but Annie still brings her a better outfit. Later that night, as they're about to head home, Jay and Nenson spot them. Jay stops Bella and asks her out in a disrespectful manner. Bella gets angry and yells insults at him. When they get home, Annie isn't happy with Bella for the way she spoke to Jay. Back at David's place, he, Jay, and Nenson are chatting. The following day, David is in the living room with his girlfriend, Kim. She tries to have fun with him, but David is not in the mood. Instead, he picks up his laptop to work and casually asks her a question that leaves him amused as she storms off. Meanwhile, Annie is once again pleading with Bella to join her at the club. Bella finally agrees. Annie then tells her to wait for her at the club while she goes to visit a friend first. That night, Bella arrives at the club and waits for Annie. After waiting for a long time, she calls Annie, who tells her to be patient. The next morning, Bella woke up, surprised to find herself in an unfamiliar room. What really happened to her? She picked up a note and realized she was in a hotel. At the same time, she noticed her phone was filled with missed calls. Her friend Annie had been trying to reach her, worried sick about where she was. Back at home, Bella explained everything to Annie, who was relieved to finally see her safe. That same day, David and his girlfriend Kim were on their way out when Kim suggested that David travel with her to Dubai. But David refused, stating that he was busy, which made her complain. The next day, Annie and Bella were in the bedroom. Bella looked worried. Guys, guess what? Bella is pregnant. Wow! Even she was shocked because she had never been with anyone before. Could it be that night she went out? Who could be the father of the child? Bella decided to take another test to confirm. On her way out, she was devastated. How could she possibly be pregnant? As she walked, wondering what her family would say, she was nearly hit by a car. Shaken, she went to sit by the gutter. The driver stepped out. It was none other than David. Concerned, he offered to take her to her destination. Along the way, Bella explained everything to him. David advised her not to inform her parents yet, at least not until they discovered who was responsible for the pregnancy. Afterward, Bella went back inside and discussed everything with Annie. While they were chatting, David called to check up on her. The following day, Bella and David went to the hotel to confirm the situation again. On their way home, David insisted that Bella come with him to his house, if she didn't mind. She agreed, and they both left together. Later, Bella visited David while he was working. He explained what he was doing and the challenges he faced, but Bella insisted on helping him out. At first, David doubted her. However, when he returned with food for them to eat, he discovered Bella had fixed his vlog. Excited, he hugged her tightly. That night, Bella chatted with Annie about how sweet David was, blushing and smiling as she spoke. The following morning, Bella was still in bed feeling sick. David called to ask how she was doing. She explained that she wasn't feeling strong, and immediately he asked if he could come over. Bella agreed. A few moments later, David arrived at Bella's house to take care of her. Hours passed, and as night fell, Bella had fallen asleep. When David was about to leave, Bella woke up, stared at him, and smiled warmly. Back at his house that night, David couldn't stop thinking about her. He was already deeply in love, imagining Bella being with him again. The next afternoon, David was with his friends, chatting about Bella, how alike they were, and how much they enjoyed the same things. Meanwhile, Bella confided in Annie about David. She admitted that if she weren't pregnant, she might already be in love with him. She regretted going to the club that night, but Annie reminded her to look at the positive side of it. The next day at David's house, he brought food for Bella and told her not to worry about finding the father of her child. He was ready to take responsibility. Bella was shocked and hesitant at first, but when David confessed his true feelings for her and asked her out, she finally accepted. They kissed, sealing their new bond. Bella rushed home to share the good news with Annie, who was thrilled for her. 2 days later, Bella and David went for a drive. He even taught her how to drive before they stopped for ice cream, chatting happily together. The following day, David helped Bella in the kitchen, cooking and enjoying every moment with her. 2 days later, David proposed to Bella, and she said yes. The next day, David's friends came over to celebrate with him. Afterward, he went outside to bring Bella in. To their shock, Nenson and Jay realized she was the same girl who had insulted Jay when he tried to ask her out. But Bella quickly apologized, and everything returned to normal. Moments later, Bella prepared lunch, and they all ate together, enjoying the meal. That night, Bella returned home and excitedly told Annie everything. Suddenly, her phone rang. Thinking it was David, she picked up, but it was actually the hotel receptionist asking her to come in. The next day, Bella informed David. He hesitated, unsure if they should continue investigating the father of her child, but Bella insisted they must. When they arrived at the hotel, they met the receptionist on duty the night it happened. He explained he had no idea who came in last, because he had fallen asleep. Back home, Bella told Annie what David had said. Meanwhile, David was waiting for his friends when the receptionist spotted him and began showering him with praise. Just then, Jay and Nenson arrived. That was when the receptionist recognized them. He realized they were the ones who had come to the hotel that night. Back at home, Jay and Nenson explained how they carried out the plan. David was furious with them. As they were about to leave, Bella arrived. They said goodbye to her, and then David hugged her. His behavior surprised her. A few minutes later, after Bella left, Kim arrived and started arguing with David. Shockingly, Bella came back because she had forgotten something, only to find another woman there. Kim immediately spilled the truth, that David was the father of Bella's child all along. Bella was devastated and stormed out heartbroken. Afterward, David broke up with Kim. Back at Bella's place, she cried bitterly while Annie tried to console her. David called, but Bella refused to answer. Annie picked up the phone instead and warned him to stay away. The following day, David went to Bella's house to plead and explain, but no one opened the door. He refused to leave and ended up spending the night outside. The next day, Jay and Nenson found David in a terrible state. Feeling guilty, Jay decided to go see Bella himself and explain. Meanwhile, at Bella's house, she had made up her mind to abort the baby. Annie strongly disagreed, even though she had once suggested it herself during a conversation. Just then, there was a knock at the door. Annie went to check. It was Jay, asking to see Bella. Annie told him Bella didn't want to see him, but Bella came out, furious, and struck him. Jay quickly explained that David was innocent, that he himself was behind everything. He begged Bella to forgive David, but she shouted at him to get out of her house. Back inside, Annie comforted Bella again and advised her to marry David if she truly loved him. That night, Bella tried to call David, but his phone was switched off. The next day, Kim was at David's house, where he was drinking heavily. She tried to convince him that Bella didn't want him anymore. Suddenly, Bella walked in to take back her man. David was overwhelmed with joy, while Kim stormed out angrily. Bella and David kissed, embracing each other once more. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more amazing movies from us.